There are as many definitions of success as there are pathways to get there. Some journeys take a straight line, and others are filled with hairpin turns. I'm Bertina Ceccarelli, the CEO of NPower, and today I want to share with you the journey of Johnny Parker, which began in Harlem, New York. Johnny was raised in a loving Korean family who took him in when his biological parents could no longer provide for him. Academic excellence was expected, and there he excelled as a self-described bookworm. But his family wasn't the norm, and at school, he was bullied. He dealt with that by diving even deeper into his studies, and he graduated high school with the highest honors and was accepted on scholarship to the University of New Orleans for mechanical engineering. Now, just as Johnny's path to his success was unfolding before him, he received a devastating phone call. His biological mother had been diagnosed with terminal brain cancer and given just 6 months to live. He had always hoped there would be an opportunity for her to be a part of his life, and now that opportunity was slipping away. He made the hard choice to leave college to be with her, and that time was invaluable for both of them. But he soon realized he needed to get a job to help pay for household expenses. Without a college degree or proven job skills, his options were limited. It was at that moment, in 2015, he was first introduced to NPower by a friend, an alumnus of the program. Johnny completed our free 22-week technology fundamentals training program, and he earned his industry-recognized A+ certification. Now, a critical part of our program is a paid internship, often with a Fortune 500 company. Johnny began his internship at Bank of America as a desktop support technician. His supervisors were so thrilled with his performance, they offered him a full-time job as a contractor. Now, like many of our students, Johnny came back to NPower a year later for advanced training in cybersecurity, and he earned 2 additional industry certifications. He landed a second internship in cybersecurity at TD Ameritrade. That converted to a full-time job as a security engineer just 2 years after he first learned about our program. Johnny went from being unemployed with no near-term prospects to making $70,000 a year and being on a pathway to earn a whole lot more. Johnny's story is the reason NPower exists, and it fuels our passion every day. Each year, we train over 800 talented young adults from underserved communities, veterans, and their spouses. And we train not just on technology skills, but we also provide individualized supports. In the case of Johnny, he benefited from transportation vouchers, career counseling, an interview suite, and a support network. We anticipate and acknowledge that the students we serve often face circumstantial challenges. And philosophically, we believe that a big part of our job is to help straighten out those hairpin turns so that the path to our students' success is visible and achievable. We often, in our work, see many stories like Johnny's. There are hundreds of thousands of stories like his. Individuals who are often overlooked and underrepresented, especially in the field of technology. Those who, with the right training and connections, could fill many of the 6 million jobs expected to be open in that field by 2020. We train on the skills that are demanded by the marketplace and informed by our industry leader partners and future-proofed. And what do I mean by future-proofed? We train for relevancy in a sector that is constantly changing. We know that programming languages and software platforms are going to become obsolete. But if we can train on the basic technology fundamentals analytical skills, critical thinking, problem solving, we can shape future technologists who, because of their resilience, can adapt to an evolving marketplace. That's the future of work. Since 2012, we have trained over 3,500 individuals. Those individuals have gone on, 80% of them, across 6 states to land great jobs or have chosen to continue their education within a year of graduating our program. Now, Johnny's story represents that of a young adult. But it's important to note that about a third of our students are veterans and their spouses, who as a group traditionally have faced high levels of underemployment and often need assistance adapting and translating their significant military skills to the civilian job market. And those 3,500 individuals, the alumni of NPower, they are still a part of our family. By offering advanced training in high-growth fields like cybersecurity and cloud computing and coding, and by offering ongoing career mentoring and counseling services, our aim is to help increase their 3-year wage growth. As I think about the mentors who helped change my own life trajectory, they're the ones who encouraged me to get a technology education. Neither of my parents graduated from high school. And while they would themselves say they lacked the knowledge to really help coach me, they were certainly filled with a lot of love. But I had to turn to others to really help provide guidance in my own life. And I feel really fortunate that my own journey has brought me to a place where I can help others see a different future for themselves to lead their best lives. And at NPower, it's our business to change life trajectories. Over 2/3 of the students who come to us are unemployed and living at the poverty line. And 80% of those students graduate and get jobs with average salaries of about $40,000 a year. And for those who graduate with advanced certifications, they're making upwards of $70,000 to $90,000 a year. Think about that for a moment. We are moving people from poverty to the middle class and to a place where they can begin to build financial assets and break a cycle of intergenerational poverty. But our reach extends only as far as our budget will stretch. Our average annual per student program cost is $7,500. And we estimate that a student who graduates from NPower earns about $1 million more in the course of their lifetime than somebody who doesn't go through the program. That's a pretty remarkable return on investment. But moreover, the impact extends far beyond that individual who graduated from NPower, but serves to help improve his or her family's and community's shared prosperity. We're building journeys to success. And today, I'd like to leave you with the words of Johnny Parker. Although my journey has never been a straight line, I have found wisdom and resilience in the curve. Thank you.